Hey,
might be the same,
do you have
though.
any minorities in your family?
No, what do you mean?
Like any Hispanics, any
Married in?
Chinese?
You trying to say something about my eyes, you motherfucker?
No, I'm just saying anything other than white.
Anything other than white.
Yeah.
Well,
Genghis
white.
Khan.
There are different shades of white. You racist son of a bitch.
No.
Well, white is not a culture, so
There. Yeah, I mean,
You
there's a
can't
lot.
really-
There's a lot of different white people out there.
No. The stereotypical white, like if we're talking
That's
German,
racist, right there.
no.
Do you have?
I'm
do you have-
I'm mostly Irish and Welsh. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying anybody
that
in
on
your
your
family.
23andMe?
Do you have any? Dan, do I gotta name? Do you have any Asians?
No.
Do you have any Hispanics?
That was
Not
what
that I
he
know
thought you were
of.
getting at the first.
Do you
time.
have any Middle Eastern?
No, not that I know of.
What other race is there?
I mean, look, if I went to
He said black, white, brown.
if I went to
Yellow mixed in.
23andMe or something and got my chromosomes,
no,
analyzed.
not what's inside, like not your
That's
DNA.
what's inside of you.
Well, if you go back in the family tree far enough, I'm sure you will find, diversification. But as far as I know, as far back as I know, I don't have any.
Go to Christmas party. Do you have a black aunt?
So,
aunt?
so
you
you're
have a
talking about
black aunt?
married people? No, I
yeah.
don't. I do have a Lebanese uncle.
Okay, there
So
we
you
go.
have that's Middle Eastern.
That's Middle Eastern.
Well, that is, but he's not blood related.
Oh, he's
yeah,
married.
no, it
in?
just doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
But you have half Lebanese cousins, then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you got
Yeah.
some mix. You got some mixture in there.
I'm just curious.
It's just
like,
one uncle.
Like
Under-
a family
that you know of.
reunion. You
That I know
go
of.
there and everybody's white.
Everybody is white at my family reunions, except for my uncle, but he's pretty
White.
white.
What do you get when you take three crazy and opinionated real guys, real friends, butting heads over different issues? A night at a gay bathhouse, you say? Close. This is the Almost Tomorrow Show. From world events to crazy shit on the internet, and definitely reacting to Karens.
Could I speak to the manager, please?
It's loud and in your face, but we have fun. Welcome to the Almost Tomorrow Show. And here are your hosts, Jamie Flores, Mo Wadan, and Nathan Collins.
Welcome to the Almost Tomorrow Show. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Ho ho ho!
This is episode 9. We we're in our new set. We're trying to get everything. It's going to be a work in progress. So thank you for joining and listening to our crazy asses over the last 8 episodes.
This is our first Christmas episode.
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir.
it's weird. Now we get video. You guys can see us, and it's gonna be pretty fucking dope.
We got a green screen, and we should put one of those, non-copyright videos of those little kittens and puppies in front of the Christmas tree.
I'll do that just for you. I'll throw.
How you like the Christmas tree, you guys?
Oh my goodness!
Look
It's
at
a
it.
blue spruce.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's a blue spruce.
It's like,
Oh,
Man, we have a show today, though. We have a show today. Now, I really wanted to talk to you guys about, the whole Christmas traditions and, holiday time of year. Not all of us are really religious, but, we do celebrate Christmas. So I just wanted to ask, what do you guys think about Santa Claus and the whole lie that we tell our children? This is not a show for kids anyway, so that we should be fine.
yeah.
Giving up the goods, man. No, it's one of those white lies that really doesn't affect the kid, and it keeps that like magic alive, that innocent magic alive in them. Like my daughter, she's 8 years old. She had a day where she was like, "Oh, I don't believe in Santa anymore." And my sister sends out letters in the mail that she writes up every year. So like literally she had this fit. I don't believe in Santa. I don't think he's real. And the next day the letter came from my sister.
Oh,
The Santa Claus letter.
clutch.
Dude, she changed her fucking mind in like 2 seconds,
Yeah,
man.
I knew he
She
was
was
real.
like, "Oh my god, I got this letter. I can't believe it. He's so real." I'm like,
Oh, you
just
bet.
you changed it like this. Like it was so clutch that it came in the mail. Because I'm like, I don't know, you don't believe him. You don't believe him. So I still hold that over her head. Like I'll tell her like, hey, she gives me attitudes. I'm like, yo, it's still early enough where I can tell Santa not to bring you anything, and that attitude changes.
And you got a
real
direct
quick.
line to Santa.
Yep, I would say, hey, I'll write him a letter.
Man,
let him know.
It's weird. You see, like if I didn't buy any gifts, I can always blame it on Santa, right? Like, oh, you must have been bad or something like that. But the thing is, my
Putting it
kids
on them.
get gifts, right? They get the gifts, and they get plenty of gifts. And I'm kind of selfish in the way, so I kind of want credit for it. Like, no, I paid for
I
that.
bust my ass all fucking
Man,
year.
This
you
was
will.
Daddy. Daddy got you this. Daddy made sure you
Ain't
got
no
this,
fat
you
man
know?
in a red suit climbing
Right.
down your chimney tonight.
So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about
see
that.
what you
It's
mean. Like it doesn't matter, but do you still have like Santa Claus as the icon for Christmas?
yes, I
Yeah.
do. I do right now because my kids are young enough and everything to
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, your kids, they're in the same age range as
Right.
my kids.
Do you
so-
guys get like questions about, Christmas Santa and all that shit? Like, I know that my first question was like, why are there all these Santas? You see them in the malls, you see them, different ones on television. Sometimes you go to a Santa's workshop and, you build a toy with a Santa Claus. But they're all different people, right? And, you're not an idiot. So you ask those questions. And I was like,
Well, you
What's
always
going on?
you tell them, hey, Santa has helpers because he's so busy in the North Pole.
that seems to be
He
the
comes
go-to.
out, yeah. He has his helpers that go out and get the list from the kids of what they
Man,
want.
I was a naughty kid. I was a naughty motherfucker.
you was a nada kid.
He was
So
a naughty kid.
I don't know. I've always scrutinized everything, and growing up, I wanted to catch Santa real bad. And every year, I would try something different. One year, it was back in like the 90s, so we had those large camcorders,
Oh, them big ass, like
big ass
Yeah.
VCR
Yeah.
camcorders,
Yeah.
whatever. And I hid it in this wicker basket filled with like stuffed animals, with just the lens poking out, looking at the Christmas tree. And I was like so proud of my covert ops that I told everybody about it.
Oh,
And so, my parents are like, okay, fine, that's a great idea. You go to bed now, and we'll check the video in the morning.
yeah.
And so, I go to bed, and and the
to
next
stop.
morning, before any presents, before anything else, I go to that fucking camera, and I take out the tape, and I put it in the VCR to watch it. And, fast forward like 2 hours because there's nothing at 8 o'clock. And then all of a sudden, this fat man in a red suit comes in front of the camera. And he like goes to the tree, but then he like stops and he looks at the right at the camera. And he comes over and he like bends down in front of it and he says, "Nice try, Nathan."
Oh,
And then
no
he turns
shit.
off the camera.
See, that
Really?
was clever on your parents.
That
Yeah,
was.
That's
It was
fucking awesome.
especially the night before.
Yeah, that's
like
awesome.
that's pretty fucking.
Well,
clever.
it just so happened I found out years later that we had a neighbor that actually he was like an old guy, and he would do seasonal work as a mall Santa. And so they called him in and told him to teach me a lesson.
That's funny.
that's
like
pretty dope.
after that, the belief is
Oh
real.
yeah, it just
Oh,
went
yeah.
through the
Like,
roof.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was
you're
like,
oh,
"There's
shit.
no way."
I caught him.
Yeah.
I caught him. You know what I mean? Like you probably went to school on fire, man. Like, yo,
Dude.
I got video evidence.
I tried to show it off to everybody, but it's not like you can just carry your phone around.
Yeah, right.
You wave this VCR tape
Back in
around
the
and it's like
early
VHS
2000s.
tape. You're like, that's technology. Most of the people that are listening to this show probably don't even know what that is.
No, you're right.
Oh my god.
You're right. VHS cassettes.
Fuck.
Yeah, back in the day when you recorded video, it was actually on the cassette, and they were huge.
Yeah,
huge,
fuck,
huh?
they're big. They were
Yeah.
like, you could build a house out of those suckers.
Be
And the
kind.
picture quality?
Rewind.
Garbage.
480p
It's like,
was high def back.
no, but that was a good story though. That Santa
Yeah.
video.
Dude,
Like,
you know
I
what's-
have others, but we'll save those for other
Like,
Christmas.
you got
specials.
trolled.
You know,
Like,
like hard
motherfucker.
trolled before trolling was
I
a
got
thing,
Santa elfed.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what's sad? Like I had a sad experience.
Oh,
a sad experience.
Yeah, man. Like
the only one in your life.
Like 8 years old. I remember my aunt showed me when I was like 14, 15 years old a video when she got her camcorder. She asked like all the kids, like, "Hey, what's Santa gonna bring you?" And dude, she came up to me and she was like, "What's Santa gonna bring you?" And I was like, "Santa's not gonna bring us anything. I'm waiting for my mom to get the voucher so that she could buy us Christmas presents. So I'm just waiting for my mom to get this money." Like at 8 years old, I knew there was
Damn.
no Santa, and that it was
That
kind
is
of
when
crazy.
the
looking
magic
back.
was gone.
Yeah, there was a Santa.
I would say
knew
that's
it was my
about the
mom.
time when I found out. Maybe a little older than 8, maybe 9.
That's crazy because that's my daughter's 8, and when she came out with that whole, there's not a Santa, it was kind of cool seeing that revigoration once she got that letter.
Yeah.
And it was just like
One more
oh,
year, man.
Yeah, I probably got like one or two more years.
Well,
she's getting older, man.
See how
so.
long you can string it out. So, how old then is too old for Santa, for gifts? Let's do this as a 2-tiered question here. How old is too old to believe in Santa? And then how old is too old to get gifts on Christmas?
well, it just depends, right? I mean, too old for Santa. I
Too old
think
for
it's
Santa has got to be like 13, like 12.
no.
You'll get made fun
yes,
of.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
Oh, kids are
because
brutal.
I mean, I've had my kids come to me right now. They're 8 years old. Well, my son is 8 years old, and he says, "My friend in school said Santa is fake." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're just saying that because Santa's not going to give them no gifts."
Yeah.
So it's at that age where they start.
They're
and above.
impressionable.
Yeah,
like
they
this is a
start
very
getting made
impressionable
fun of.
Yeah.
So it gets very close. I'd probably say about 8 to 10 years old.
I have a nephew. He's 11, and I don't know because I know my sister is like really into Santa and like the Christmas time. Like she does all these letters and stuff for the kids, and she likes seeing that enjoyment out of them.
It is magical though.
Yeah, yeah.
Even as a child, being 10, 11 years old, I think that's like the innocence in the child for them to believe in that, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be made
You see
fun
them
of,
light up.
but yeah, for them to believe in something so unrealistic and magical in the world, I think we need to prolong that as much as possible for their imagination and everything like that.
Man.
So it's actually a good thing.
I'm gonna
for their,
play
like,
devil's.
mental health,
I'm gonna play devil's
not
advocate.
society.
I agree with you on principle. And I would definitely, include Santa with my own kids when I have them. But just to play devil's advocate, there are people out there that say that you shouldn't lie to your kids no matter what. Like the benefit of believing in Santa and having that magical experience does not outweigh the fact that you're, being untruthful.
Yeah,
deceiving them.
you
Look,
want.
It's like I'm gonna tell my kids.
I was gonna say, if you want to play devil's advocate, I
Yeah.
can play devil's advocate with that as well. And I'd be like, okay, so when your kids start imagining that they're walking on lava, you should punish them for freaking lying because there is no lava on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more about like you lying to them.
It's you
And wrapping them
deceiving
up into
them.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to.
Is Santa a conspiracy theory for children?
I don't think it's a conspiracy. Well, it could be used as propaganda for which it is really.
Well, for the
toy industry.
Toy industry,
and
yeah, I can see
getting
that.
them ramped up to make money. Hey, keep telling them they're Santa.
But if Santa doesn't buy the gifts, you're still gonna end up.
Yeah, you're still
buying,
gonna buy it
buying
because of the
gifts.
whole and you still do.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
You know-
saying. So it doesn't affect the toy industry at all.
Would you
It's
get-
not like if we get rid of Santa, that doesn't mean us parents are gonna stop buying gifts.
Would you ever not buy your kids gifts on Christmas, like even if they were little assholes?
Probably not. Like my kids are relatively great kids. Like I don't have. I mean, yeah, my little one is in this mood where she's just an ass right now.
She's gonna be a drama
Like,
child.
oh my gosh, I thought my son was gonna be like the problem child, middle child. And stuff. No, man, my youngest, she's a terrorizer, man. She terrorizes the oldest one. Like my daughter would be in her own world. Genevieve be playing on the computer and stuff, and she'll come over there. Smack her ear or something. Like, dude, my son would be playing. He'd be like, he'll be playing Xbox and he's playing a one-player game, and she'll completely pull the remote from his hand and be like, "You're playing Switch with me." And he's like, "Dude, I'm playing Xbox. I'm like in the middle of my game."
Yeah, she's a
Like,
diva,
dude.
a little diva right there.
She will not poop on the potty, man. Like I'm trying to get her to take a shit on the toilet, and she won't do it.
Would you ever give her coal?
That's if I had it in anyone, she would be the one. I love her to death, dude. She's like a Sour Patch Kid, man. She's real sweet, but then she just
First,
goes around.
first they're sour, then they're sweet.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like she's a huge lover,
but with multiple layers.
Yeah,
like an onion.
Sweet. Like, sour sweet,
exactly.
sour sweet.
Poke a kid in the eye, hug him. Like.
Oh man,
Because that's like me. I like sometimes I can't help but to like hug my kids, but slap them, be like, "Oh, I just love you."
Man.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and they'd be like, "Ah, stop it!" And I'm like, "Oh, it's because I love you." You know?
I smack my son in the back.
Start abusing them and shit.
Jabbing them like
oh yeah,
It's like
it.
it's affection.
Cuteness
It might be
abuse.
bad affection, but it represents good. Okay, you know. It's like,
I shake them, but it's out of love.
shake and bake.
right. Oh man.
Man, my parents gave me coal one year.
They gave you coal.
Now, what they would do is traditionally they instead of coal, they would give us ice cubes. They would put ice cubes in a plastic bag and put them in the stockings.
So they'll just be water when you wake up.
Well, no, they were still mostly frozen because they would do it like an hour before we get up or something.
Damn.
But one year I actually did get real coal. They bought these like novelty tins that had like Santa's coal on it or whatever, and you open it up and there's like actual real bits of coal in there.
Not like a charcoal briquette.
No, no, like real coal that you mine out of the ground.
Oh,
I kept that
Like
for a while.
So no gifts at all. It was
no,
just
I still
that?
got gifts.
Okay.
But they gave me the coal.
Yeah. I've actually
of
done that to
bitches.
my son before. It wasn't a coal because I didn't know where the fuck to get coal from, but I actually had a rock and I gave him a rock as he still got toys.
To represent the coal.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, you must have been bad," and I guess I did it while he was too young because he still didn't understand the concept that if you're bad, you get a piece of coal. So I explained that to him, and he got all sad and disappointed and everything. I was like, "No, just kidding. Santa's playing a prank on you, and here goes your real gifts. Problem solved." I'm a prankster,
Oh, wait. You did this to your child. You traumatized your poor child.
Yes, for my own enjoyment, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ. That's daddy's gift.
Yes.
The most rough lover of children I've ever met. And hold on, let me rephrase
His
that.
children. Just his children.
He
Yes.
loves his kids
I do love my kids.
so abrasively.
Unapologetically.
Yeah, like it's so
He's like, I
abrasive.
gave my kids
like
some
he'd be
coal.
like,
Fuck
he'd be
it.
like, Eli, come here. I'm
Yeah,
like, damn,
man.
dude.
Well, at the same time, it's like I feel like I'm making them tougher as well. You know,
yeah.
I just you rough them up so they're not little pansies. That's all. Because I do that with my girl. My girl the other day, man, I was teaching her how to do sit-ups and shit. I'm the coach. I don't show by example. I just sit there and I explain.
I know how to
this is
do it. I'm
Do
gonna
as
tell
I
you how to
say,
do it.
not as I do.
Right. So she's doing it, and then her stomach starts burning. She's crying. I'm like, why are you crying? She's like, it's burning. I'm like, that means it's working, And then she just stayed there. She's like, my neck hurts, and I'm like, you
pull
need
from
to
your
toughen up, I'm like, you got two brothers. You got a big brother and a little brother. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna be whooping your butt throughout your whole childhood. You better toughen up, like. It's weird,
Dude,
man.
yeah.
It's tough love, But I always say, with punishment and tough love, you also got to show the opposite.
Yeah.
You gotta be sincere. You still gotta be understanding and everything like that. So I try to be the complete opposite of my childhood.
It's weird, man, because when my daughter, my daughters, they bring out the more empathetic, more like emotional side of my parenting, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like-
You definitely grow.
Yeah, like especially as a man, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm like, whatever, I don't want to hear this, you know, but like you sit there, you just show them a little bit, you know, because at the end of the day, it's my job to set them up for success, you know, and not even just success, but teach them how to communicate, how to express themselves. And like, I want to show her, hey, this is what a man looks like. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have that principle to where if she ends up with a guy who isn't showing the same thing that her dad did, that she's going to be wise enough to get out of that situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, have me as a standard.
But you being in the picture alone is going to set an example for her childhood.
Yeah,
growing
that's
up.
true.
Yeah, you know, like, I'm not
So
a woman beater and shit.
It's
Well,
like that.
no,
already
not
an
at all.
improvement
Shit,
compared to your childhood.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's awesome because you're in the picture.
Yeah.
So you're already one upped.
Well, yeah. Not only are you
Your
in the picture
childhood.
though, but like you are, really
Yeah.
good dad.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Me, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
trying to bring
so,
it back.
Well, you think about that.
Well, we say how old, right? Like
Yeah.
how old is too old, and we can say it is how many is too many gifts.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like, so I don't really want to do gift giving anymore for my family. I mean, nobody's kids. Everybody can kind of afford their own shit, you know?
Yep.
And now it's becoming more of a hassle than a benefit, right? Because, like, you ask people what they want, and they put it on the Christmas list, right? But then they have to not buy it for at least a month for themselves and go without.
Right.
You know,
right.
and so somebody else can buy it and give it a gift as, on Christmas, which
Dude,
is just dumb.
Yeah.
I told my family this year, look, I'm only buying for the kids.
The kids. That's it.
Only buying for the kids. And I pretty much got it done. I'm going to buy my mom something. Just because
Because that's your mom.
and
Yeah,
that's my mom.
understandable.
Yeah,
you know?
kids, parents, maybe. Yeah,
But outside of that,
maybe your spouse.
like not even, no, me and my wife
Yeah,
are not even buying this stuff. We just bought a house.
It's because it's your own money. You know.
Yeah,
Hey, hon, I'm going to use your money, our money, to buy you a present.
for real, man. But no, like we know that we want to do stuff with the house. We just bought the house, so we're like, we can use that money to put in floors, or we just bought a $8,000 fence that is 3 weeks behind, and they're supposed to come like Monday or Tuesday to put it in.
Oh.
But with the fucking rain and everything that's going on, like, who knows if that's gonna
Right,
happen?
right.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm furious because I spent like $8,500 on the fence,
Right.
and it's like almost 3 weeks behind, and we ordered this in early August.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like
crazy.
Wow.
they tell you when you go to buy the fence, it's like 12 weeks out.
Yeah.
Like they custom make it for your.
It better be
your
a nice
project.
fence then.
It's fucking nice. Like,
But,
all the material, but
Yeah, so, I mean, will you expect your own kids to buy you guys presents when they get old enough, like in their teens or something?
No, they better give me a fucking Father's Day gift though.
No Christmas presents, but Father's Day, it's a must.
It's a
Yeah.
yes. I earned those motherfuckers.
I think it's mostly spending time. Hey, come.
Just don't
Yeah.
wake me up on Father's Day.
No, wake me. I don't give a shit. I mean, no, let me sleep.
Yeah,
You're-
for
you're
real.
right
Like
there.
you
Let
don't
me
want to
sleep.
ask for no. No, go.
Let
You want to wake me up?
sleep.
Go ahead. Wake me up.
No, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Let me sleep because I don't never sleep because you wake me up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning every day. So let me sleep until 8. I'm cool there. Let me sleep until 8. Make me some fucking breakfast. Give me my robe or some shit. Just have me not do.
Yeah, the little things. You want to make
Yeah,
me
just-
breakfast?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
make
don't
me-
need.
make me
I don't
breakfast.
need like a ton of presents. I just need the courtesy of leave me the fuck alone. Like, don't ask me to do nothing.
Relieve
Like,
me of the responsibility of being a parent for one day.
For one fucking day. I earned it.
Yeah.
But
What's
when
up,
it comes,
pops?
Good dude.
when it comes to gifts, though, now
Oh, yeah.
I come to an age where if I see something and I want something, I just buy it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I just buy it. And when somebody does give me a gift, it's usually something that I can live without and I have no interest with. You know, like, thank you.
Yeah, now.
You know, like.
Thank you for the sock.
Or if I say, okay, let's say I wanted a camera, right? And you buy me a camera for my Christmas gift or whatever gift it is. I'd be like, oh, thank you for buying me this cheap ass fucking
Well, then you
camera.
can
That's not the
re-gift
camera
it.
that I wanted. You know,
That was on the list. You bought me a point and shoot, and
Right.
I wanted a DSLR.
I feel like good gifts now are things that you would either want but never could justify spending the money on. For yourself, or
But I don't expect anybody to buy me what I really want. Like, oh, go ahead and buy me an iMac. You know,
Yeah,
right, because
so
you'll just buy it yourself.
My wife has the same fucking argument with me because she's like, "Oh, you're so hard to buy a gift for because you have everything that you really want, and everything that you want or on your list is like $500 fucking dollars."
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, because I don't want the cheap shit.
Right.
I've got to a
Right.
point in my equipment, buying that I look for the deals and the shit that is mid range that I can afford on my own.
Yeah, the
where
best
it's-
bang for your
Yeah,
buck.
exactly.
It's
like,
not the most expensive.
It's not the most expensive.
Yeah.
It's not the cheapest shit, but I'm gonna get a ton of use out of it. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
And-
Well, I think for my parents, it's really become like, how much, can my sister, brother, and I cobble together to buy, the big ticket item that they want. My dad wants a new TV this year. So that's like $800. And, we're trying to figure out how we can scratch that together to buy him a new TV from all of us. And that's kind of how it's gone the last number of years.
Well, I mean, that's not bad though. It's like, hey, it's $200. You can spread that out.
Well, that's the
like
most
over-
expensive stuff. How about when somebody just gives you a Christmas card?
I love that.
You love that?
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas cards okay. The best gift though is a gift card. Like people are like,
Just
that's
cash.
so.
Yeah,
It's-
that's cash. I would prefer that.
Dude, give
I
me a
would
gift
prefer
card,
that.
a Visa gift card.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I can use it anywhere. I don't have to pull the money out. I can go online.
here's my
and
problem
type
with
it
that
in.
though. Like, if you're giving me money in whatever form, you might as well just not spend the money because then I don't have to spend the money on you. Like, if I'm spending money on a gift for you and you're spending money on a gift for me and we're just exchanging gift cards or whatever, there's no point. I might as well just keep the money and you keep your money.
And Nate,
I agree.
Merry Christmas. I bought you a gift card.
Oh, Merry Christmas! I also bought you a gift card.
Oh,
How much
shit,
did you
thank
put on mine?
I
$50?
put- Yeah, I put $50.
Oh,
son.
same here.
Thanks.
No,
Jesus.
it's funny. It's like, oh, you gave me $50. Oh, thank you. I can only afford 25. I get you,
Yeah, so now
25.
you're up 25
Yeah.
and I'm down 25.
Right. And
That's the dumbest shit.
That's the game that you're playing with. It's like, ooh, it's like,
How much are they willing to spend
Yeah.
on me?
God damn. So yeah, I'm a bigger fan. Like, if I would rather do just a card than gift cards.
yep. Well, when my wife, because I don't like gifts. I hate gifts. So my wife always gets me a card, right? And I'll look and I'll be like, damn it, it's a Hallmark. Why would you spend $9 on this card? It's like,
Just print
Just
one
to
off the
say-
computer. Send me an
damn
e-card,
it, it had to be Hallmark. You couldn't go to Dollar
Go to
Tree.
a notebook piece of paper.
right? Just scribble some shit on there. You're good to go.
Oh
Like,
man.
oh, you could have just.
Oh my
fucking-
God. I just thought of a great story. Okay. So, for the last couple of years, I have been using these cards that I've been getting in the mail. Now, at my current residence, the previous occupant unfortunately died of like a stroke or something. But she was really old, and she was like subscribed to like all these different like Christian churches, St. Jude's and all that stuff. And so every year I get like just boatloads of mail for her, where they're like trying to give her like calendars, little notepads and gimmicky shit to like get her to donate money, and then cards, blank cards with envelopes and stuff. And so I have been using those cards as my holiday and birthday.
Oh, shit, for real.
smart,
That's
though.
recycling right
Like
there.
some of them have been like really, very religious. They like will have a psalm or something like that from the Bible up there. Be like, God is watching over you on this holy day. And
that's
none of my
funny.
none of my friends or family would be about that.
Nate's
But I'll like
really
sign
religious.
it and like pop it in
It's
the
in his
mail.
face,
Like,
man.
so what happens to Santa if he dies?
If Santa dies, I mean, if you ever watch Santa Claus with Tim Allen,
Yes.
Yeah.
when Santa dies,
I was gonna
Whoever-
say Tim
whoever
Curry.
puts up the fucking
Yes.
coat and they put the coat on,
It
they
makes
become good old
fucking
Saint
perfect
Nick.
sense, though. Like they
does.
did,
It really
they
does.
They did fill in the void. It's like, well, but what if Santa dies? What if Santa does fall from the roof and breaks his
I mean,
neck?
he's an old guy,
He
right?
just disappears.
Yeah,
You know, he
just sunk into the ground.
that's it.
And whatever random son of a bitch that picks up his coat like a homeless guy, just like,
And you're like, oh, this is warm.
Whatever, but it
my.
changes his
Oh.
genetics, right?
Yeah.
He changes everything.
super fat, you know,
and
gets
he
a beard,
becomes more
permanent.
humble, and he, like, the DNA gets changed. It's fucking awesome. I love that. Santa Claus is fucking awesome.
What's
all
your
right?
top? What are your top 3 Christmas movies?
Man,
Like real Christmas movie? If I hear
I like
Like
Christmas
Home Alone?
Story.
no, Home Alone is real Christmas.
Is
But what's the yippee-ki-yay motherfuckers?
Die Hard.
Die Hard. If motherfuckers talk about Die Hard as a Christmas movie,
Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
just shut the fuck up.
Just because
You
it
know?
was filmed around Christmas
No,
does not make it
I
a
hate
Christmas
that when
movie.
people are like, "Oh, it's my favorite Christmas movie."
Mo and I are on the same page.
Okay. So,
James
there's
is
A
a Nazi.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Have you ever watched that movie?
Yeah. Nightmare Before
I
Christmas.
like
yeah,
A
that's-
Nightmare Before Christmas.
But that's a dual holiday movie. You
yeah,
you
that's
can make it-
holiday.
Yeah, but that's
An argument
awesome.
either
That's
way.
Halloween and
legendary.
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah, twice a
Um,
year.
So, Elf. You can't go bad with Elf.
Well, you can't go bad, but you can't go right.
It's Elf, man. Every time I fucking hear
It's funny.
it's
I-
cold outside, I think of fucking Zoe Deschanel and fucking Will Ferrell, man. Like every time I hear that
it's-
song,
That's awesome. And that song, that's okay.
it's super fucked up. Like,
No,
when you
it's-
think about
listen,
it, he's a raper.
no.
You're
that's-
not going
Listen,
anywhere,
Hey,
lady.
it's so funny because
Outside.
the other day, fucking yesterday, I was listening. You know, I told Amazon to play Christmas music and
yeah.
everything, and that song got canceled. Okay, so they played a different version of the song, and it was so weird. It was like I have to go. He was like, "That's your right to do so." You know what I mean? It's like
They changed it.
Politically correct.
it was crazy. It was
Man.
everything was like, you know,
This is
it's
why we can't have
cold
nice
outside.
things.
He's like, yes, it is. You should warm up and bundle up or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck?
See, there's just sometimes where you just go a little too far with these things and take them way out of context.
Oh,
Just
man.
because people get a little butthurt over the fact that the guy is like trying to convince her to stay because they want to be lovey-dovey.
He wants to smash, and she's definitely like, I gotta go. He's like, why don't you stay here? Don't go outside. It's cold.
That's one way to take it. Back in the day, like a main thing to do was sing Christmas carols, like go caroling, door to door.
yeah.
And have you ever heard of beer coats?
No, I never even seen anybody do
Caroling.
caroling.
Not
'cause
these days.
That's a white people thing.
I was gonna say
We lived in the hood, and I think white people were
get
really
shot.
scared to come over here.
I mean, I've had Christmas carolers once or twice come to my door.
I would
in the
love
suburbs.
to see
Yeah,
it.
in the suburbs. That's exactly why.
But
But-
what
But-
do you do when somebody knocks on your door and starts singing? Do you just?
I mean, you just enjoy it. You enjoy it.
It's so weird. I wish I could just stand up right now and just like pretend.
Any
like they're
other
singing
time
to
of
me.
the
I'm just
year,
standing
it
there
would
and I'm
be
like,
obnoxious.
so let's
you
let's
close
play
the
this.
doors?
Let's
Like-
play this out.
My parents actually took me Christmas caroling once or twice with
Hold on.
kazoos.
I want to play this out. So look, Mo. I want you to be the caroler, okay?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
can't. No, he's the one who got the experience caroling. All right.
No, because you got to come to his door. So you gotta
Come to my door,
Yeah.
you plebeian.
So come to his door, right? Come to his door and start singing, and I'll join in, and we'll carol some jingle
You
bells
guys are
or
gonna
some
get
shit.
some harmony going.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, but
'Cause I want
he's
to
so
do
awkward.
ours.
I could just stare at him. He just stares right back. I just
He has no shame.
yeah.
He has
He
no
just
shame,
stays
man.
there. So like,
what would you expect me to do? Look away? And
I don't know.
Oh,
It's the awkwardness. That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't feel awkward. Why do you feel awkward?
I would be standing there with like the fakest smile, like, oh,
I
this
think
is so weird.
I think we've been jaded because we have a whole bunch of like Jehovah's Witness come and knock on our fucking doors all the time that we just be like, close the door and shit.
Okay, so in this scenario right now, right, where we live, somebody knocks on your door and they start caroling, right? So what do you do? Do you just sit there and you just listen to them?
Dude,
and
I would go with
let
it.
the cold come in your house?
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, sir, it's freezing out, okay? Just
But like, look,
record
the
it.
code is the code. Put it on the internet and tag me.
Or
I think of
I
it
got the
as
Ring doorbell. Just go ahead and, just sing.
I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on Alexa right now. I can see it.
I don't know.
I'm right here.
To
I
me,
can
it has
watch
like
on my
this
screen.
nostalgic value to it. You know, it's like this kind of relic from a bygone era where nobody carols really anymore. And you know, if that happens, it's like kind of novel and interesting to me. It's just wow, that's kind of cool.
No, it
I
is.
see
But
what
how-
Well, all right, Mo, let's quit
All
stalling.
right, let's go.
All right, okay.
All right, we knock on the door.
Hello, we don't want any. Hello.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rock.
Jingle bell, do the thing, and you open the door.
I thought you guys were going Jingle Bells, not Jingle Bell Rock.
I don't know.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Jingle, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Where's
That's-
my spiked eggnog?
No,
You would
you see,
say that?
you see, no. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
No, well, I mean, I will
You
give
need
you
to be
some.
serious.
I am being serious. Fuck you guys.
But that's a perfect example, right there.
Wow, that was terrible. You need some more eggnog.
It was terrible, but that was a perfect example of the caroling right there.
Was
That
it?
Well, no. I'm talking about your reaction was a
Oh,
perfect
oh.
example because you were weirded out.
That was really bad,
Okay.
though.
Because that's exactly how I would be. I would be weirded out as well, and I wouldn't know how to act.
I don't
'Cause
know.
you're like, let me get some spiked eggnog, 'cause
I'm gonna need it if I'm listening to this shit. So if a caroler, party comes to your door and they're just like singing out front of your house,
I don't know if I would
holding their
answer.
little songbooks and everything, bundled up and shit, all cute and picturesque with snow falling down and the whatever. How would you react? Would you just like listen and with a nice little smile and be like, "This is charming"?
It depends on the weather.
I'd open my door and I'd be like, "Oh my God, honey, kids, come on," and then we'll just sit there, and I'll just grab the family and we'll just rock with them. We're like, "Oh, this is so sweet," and I'm drinking my coffee, like, "Oh, that's so cute,"
That's how you would do it? That's really how you would react?
I'm waiting for it.
No, I wouldn't, but I would like to. That's what I would like to say
want
that I
to.
would do. But
would
in
like to
reality,
want to
I
do
probably
that.
just wouldn't answer my door. Like, that's the truth.
Remember, I have a Ring doorbell.
Yes.
I can see you coming.
Even though I would know that they're
Oh, man.
carolers, right? Because it's just the awkward feeling like, oh, man, what would I do? Do I just stand there smiling or, like,
I don't know.
I don't even
Why
got
do
a
you
shirt
care?
on. I don't even got a shirt on. Like,
You want to
like
see?
I
all
gotta
of
go
this?
upstairs now and go get a shirt.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
whatever. Nobody's home.
So, what are some of your holiday traditions, though? How do you guys get ready for?
I don't have any anymore, unfortunately. Like, I don't really get into the holiday spirit or anything these days. Like, the only tradition that I keep is I go to church once a year on Christmas Eve.
Or you do the whole like Christmas mass thing?
Yeah, I'm not religious, but I love getting into the Christmas spirit, singing those songs, feel the Holy Spirit wash through you. It's the only time of year I actually want to do that, and then...
I could tell you my traditions when it comes from my childhood to now. When it comes to Christmas, my mom always had a Christmas tree, but never any presents, right? Because I grew up... See, my mom grew up Catholic, and then she converted to Islam when she married my dad. So she wanted that tradition of having the Christmas tree, right? So we had the Christmas tree, but we weren't allowed to really celebrate Christmas because my Muslim side of the family was like, oh, so it's bad, it's religious, blah, 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 all this shit. So, but we had the Christmas tree with the fucking angel on top, like, I mean, how fucking religious can you get?
Well, I mean, there are angels in Islam.
Yeah, there is. But, so we'd have that. So we had our own holidays that nobody from my Muslim side of the family would come visit us for the holidays or anything like that because we weren't full Muslims, we weren't full Arabic, basically, So I got screwed either way, however you look at it.
Like Ramadan, they wouldn't come.
Yeah, and then there's Eid. It's called
Ramadan
Eid,
is like an entire month.
Yeah. But after Ramadan is the Eid, is where you celebrate, and usually the men of the family would go and travel and give kids and the wives money to congratulate them for doing this and finishing it and blah blah blah, all the shit. We never got to experience that. Our house always got skipped because my mom wasn't a traditional
Muslim.
Oh, so there's
Arabic
some like
women
spite.
and everything. Yeah.
There was a lot of spite with his family growing up.
So now my wife loves Christmas. She loves holidays. She's stereotypical, Christmas tree, millions of gifts, everything. It's so traditionalist, So it's like it's weird for me, And we always I'm always feel weirded out, and she understands that. She goes, because I tell her all the time. I say, do we have to get the kids 10 gifts every year? Does it have to be overwhelming? I think the kid would appreciate 1 or 2 gifts. She goes, fuck that. Just because you didn't get no gifts, I'm like, damn.
She bringing it up.
It's I'm just saying, as a child, I know I would have appreciated at least 1 gift.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh my God, I got a gift. That's so cool. Let me unwrap it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of like if you get 1 gift, then the next year, if you don't get another gift, then
you're disappointed. So
he
kept it. He saved you.
You got to keep that snowball rolling.
Your dad saved you from disappointment every year.
I guess so.
Keep those expectations low.
But it also made me awkward, right? It made me the awkward guy. I just don't know how to react when it comes to this time of the year. I don't know about gifts. I don't know the traditions of gifts. Somebody gives me a gift. A lot of people be giving me gifts. They'll give me a card with a gift card or something like that, and I'll be like, oh man.
A lot of people have problems with gift giving.
How come I don't have
gift receiving? I should say.
How come I don't have that the same drive that person just randomly thought about me? That's so weird because I don't randomly think about people.
Yeah, it's weird when it's somebody that somebody you talk in passing at work or somebody
right.
and they give you a gift card or something. You're like, dude, I didn't even have you in my thought process.
But even if you did, it's like, how many
awesome.
goddamn gifts do I need to buy?
Well,
I don't want to buy any.
That's subjective. My wife can't buy gifts for me for shit. She says that I'm the hardest one to buy for because I have everything, and then
I think wives always say that. They always say, because my wife would say the same thing.
You should be the easiest one to buy for because they live with you. They know you.
Well, no, so take it this way. You have your girl and stuff. Who's the better gift giver in that relationship, you or your girlfriend?
I think there's always
this guy.
pressure.
You are, right?
I'm the better gift giver.
Do you? I know I'm the better gift giver. My wife has openly told me that it's hard for her to figure out what to give for gifts. I mean, and I make it look so much easier.
Because it's so easy. It's like you get them a vacuum, or you get
yeah, you just do it. You just see what they need. You just see what they need and don't have.
Well, I pay attention, right? I work in the people business, so I pay attention to what my kids are looking at and what my wife is interested in throughout the year, and I make a mental note. And then when I start looking at gifts and stuff, hey, what hasn't she bought herself? And then I'm like, hey, she was into this. Why don't I get this for that? It's part of what she was looking into. for her birthday, I bought her a whole bunch of makeup brushes. My wife is into makeup and doing styles, and she's thinking about starting like a makeup channel and stuff. So, like, she gets asked all the time, "How do you do your makeup? How do you do it?" I'm like, "Let's get you that." So I bought her all new brushes. I set her up with a ring light, and
now these brushes are all over your counters and shit like that. You're like,
well,
fuck,
when she goes to wash her brushes,
funny.
absolutely, man. When she washes them and she sets them out to dry and stuff, there's so many, but she uses them all. And they,
Right.
I bought her a case where she can keep everything, nice and shit. So, like, she's like, how can you do this? Like, how can you, like, buy this and know that what I like and stuff? I'm like, she was like, it's so hard for you because you only like expensive stuff.
right? No,
And it's like, I totally understand, but, like, I told her a million times, hey, buy me a gift card. Or,
I say give me cash.
like,
Yeah, if you can't think of something, just give me cash.
Give me cash. You can't go wrong. Cash is king, bro.
Or just keep
Cash
it.
is king.
At this point, I don't need the cash.
Just
you
give
know,
me a
just
blowjob.
keep it.
Go to my bank account.
Just a
Take some
blowjob.
money out.
Man, babe, you
just
wanna
give me a
you
blowjob.
wanna just
For real.
do it up right? Just give me a blowjob.
Fucking give me some fucking booty, like, like do something.
It's the best present in the world.
Fuck yeah, give me a fucking nut. Like,
Make me feel like a king.
I see. I feel different. Like I feel like I get love consistently from my wife.
Yeah.
I know she loves me, and there's nothing you can do or give me. Just keep loving me. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, don't leave me.
Yeah, don't
would
leave
suck.
me. Don't take my kids.
Last Christmas,
You
For
know,
real,
gave
don't be
you my
spiteful.
heart.
But
the very next day, you gave it away.
that's how he's gonna carol.
Last Christmas.
I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from sheer.
I give it to someone
I was gonna stay
else,
quiet
though.
and just fucking let you go. That's it. Keep singing, bro. Keep singing.
I would if I knew the words.
I know.
I don't.
I
I didn't know jingle bells.
We need to
I just came to
go.
a realization.
We need to go to the upper crust areas of Cleveland and
upper crust. What the fuck is that
That's,
mean?
what the fuck? I've never heard.
Upper crust.
Really?
It's
I
like
don't know
are
what
you
the
talking about the pizza place?
You
guys
talking
are
about,
fucking
you talking
killing
about
me.
Lake Erie? That's the top of crust.
No, I'm talking about like
It's like upper crust.
wealthier places, and we need to like
It's
go
east side or
Christmas
west
carol.
side. Come on,
Yeah,
it's like
They're different, different
There's
neighborhoods.
two
Oh my
sections.
God.
There's a east side and a west side.
I guess you could be like West Park.
We could go to
You could go
Avon Lake.
to-
How about that? We'll just go to Avon
The
Lake.
suburb.
Hit up the suburbs, and we'll do Christmas caroling this year. Let's go do that.
Fuck no. Like Christmas caroling in
Yeah.
July? Because I ain't
No,
going
what?
outside right now, motherfucker.
Why
You-
not?
That's
You
very
got me
fucking
messed
true.
up.
Cheap bastard. Keeping all that Christmas cheer to yourself.
Dude, I don't have Christmas. So my traditions?
I wonder if that. I think that would work, man.
No, in July. I mean, we could do
No,
Christmas
like
in
caroling.
July.
I think if you used to bring caroling back to the city, I think it could work.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get
Hey.
robbed.
I think
I'm
it could
dead
work.
serious.
There's the Christmas spirit.
There we go, man.
Two of us is going.
Man, get your wives, get your kids, bundle them all up, hand
Don't
out
hide
some.
them.
Hide them out because they're going to try to rape them out here.
God damn.
No, so
Give them
like,
some kazoo.
I can't blow.
You're breathing in. You're supposed to blow out.
No, so like I'm not really like I don't have any Christmas spirit. Like I'm not the one like, oh yeah,
I can tell based on your shirt.
yeah, it's Venom.
I'm a great dad.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
a
matter
great
what
guy.
time.
I have
doesn't matter what time of year it is.
DUI.
I don't have a ton of stuff. My wife, she's the one that really gets hyped, dude. By fucking at the literally the day after Thanksgiving, she's like, "Oh, we got to get the tree." Then we brought up our tree from the basement. She was like, "Oh, it's too big for this area. We need to buy a new tree." I'm like, "Damn."
That's a every other year for me.
Man,
My
I
wife's
had like
I need to get another tree. I'm like, what the fuck?
man.
You just got a tree, you
I
know?
have the same tree for 10 years, man. I don't care.
Yeah, well, those fake trees are great. I had like
Well-
a 12-foot tall Christmas tree.
She like some of the
Great.
lights were cutting out and they weren't turning on, so
Oh,
she just
it
got
was always a
fucking
pain in
upset.
the ass.
Yeah, because then you don't know where the fuck it is, and you got to try to try all these lights.
Hey,
fuck all
but
that.
hanging the ornaments or the Christmas lights and shit, you know, in your house, outside of the house, and getting all lit up.
That's her. I don't want to do that.
Hey,
You don't even do the outside lights. You make your
no,
wife
man.
I
crawl
don't
up to
make
the.
my
I
wife
look at my
do anything.
neighbors. I look at my neighbor. They make a day out of it, right? Like they bring out the ladder and they'll start doing all this shit.
Dude,
I'm like, man, it really takes a lot of effort for you to do all that. I look at that and I look at them. I'm like, that's pretty cool. But
It
fuck
is.
that.
There's a lot of work.
Exactly.
You know, I'd be like,
Exactly.
if it can just like, if I can snap my fingers and it's already done. Like,
Dude.
I'm the type of guy that I would, if I was to do it one time,
You'll leave it up.
I'll leave it there.
You're the fucking people who have Christmas lights up
I
all
would
year.
leave it there all fucking year because my fat ass is not getting on no damn ladder to mount and unmount
No,
for like
that's-
2-3 weeks
That's
or
too
whatever,
much.
you know.
That's too much. I'll keep it on.
I
all
would do
year.
it.
But I give them mad respect.
I
That's
I
just
only
too much.
decorate, you know, for other people. I wouldn't decorate if it was just me. You know, fuck it. But if I have kids, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna decorate because you know it's for them.
I would love.
that
That's
point.
my wife, man. My
Love
wife
to do
loves
that.
that shit. I'm not one for decorating. I don't want to have to clean it up.
Right. I love the idea.
Yeah,
right? I love the
It's
idea.
nice when it's up, but I
Yes.
don't want to have a part in that.
Yes. If it can just
I'm gonna be
magically.
enjoying it.
If I can actually hire
You
somebody
can hire somebody. There are people that will do, you know, put your decorations up
for
you.
really cheap.
They'll even rent you decorations.
Hmm.
Like if you don't have Christmas lights, they will put them up for you, rent them for the season, come and take them down.
Very interesting.
There we go.
Yeah. But it's probably, you see, I'm always negative. I'm like, oh, it's probably going to be too much anyway, so I won't even consider that. But I don't know. But it's cool. More power to them.
Yeah.
More power to them.
Yeah,
the people that can take the time and the effort to do that and make it look beautiful and very festive. But I think that's today's show. We
Yep.
appreciate it, guys.
Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Or happy holidays, I would say, because not everybody celebrates
Yes.
Christmas. So
Happy holidays
Happy
to you
holidays.
and yours.
'Tis the fucking season.
we will see you next year. Stay tuned. Hit us up anywhere you get your podcast. Check us out on the almosttomorrowshow.com as well. Other than that, everybody, see ya.
Peace out.
See ya.
You've been listening to the Almost Tomorrow Show with Jamie, Mo, and Nathan. 3 crazy sons of bitches raising hell. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had fun. We have to get some shut-eye, or we're going to be really hungover tomorrow. And until next time, you can hook up with us on social media. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook at The Almost Tomorrow Show. Till next time, don't let your meatloaf